Howdy!
Jerry_May just redeemed Hangman game.
Thanks, Jerry. Welcome on in, everybody. Congratulations on being the first one here, Jerry May, and glad to see you. Let's get right on to it. And oh, okay. So it looks like my scene switcher has gone to sleep on me. Oh, there we go. Much better.
Welcome.
And enjoy the Hangman game for just a moment or two while I get my brain functioning. We should be ready to rock and roll. We're hanging out back on the Dadcraft server. Once again, I'm taking another stab at some of the old projects I've left by, so there won't be a whole lot of super exciting new stuff, but hey, there's always the chance that I could die. Let's see. Network protocol error, connection lost. Lovely. Lovely. We may be doing something else instead. That's okay. We'll do more circles. Yippee! Alright, so network protocol. I'm doing something stupid here. It's my fault when it's network protocol usually. So we're going to do something a little different. Actually, it's different MC Pain.
Ads are starting, which means it's break time. Thank you for your patience and stream support.
So what that means actually is that I've done something stupid in my quality of life mods. I don't know which one it is, probably because there's a network error. At least that's my guess. So what I'm going to do then is we're going to change tracks a little bit and still take another stab at mainframe. So I'll just get that one booted up and see if that will work. Because I have some quality of life mods on that one, but not as many. Let's see. Okay. Just making sure we can get that one booted as quickly as possible. Oh. Is that one running already? Didn't think it hit the yes. Weird. Strange. Alright. That's fine. Let's try this again. There we go. All right. Information. Pick up what I put down.
Jerry_May just redeemed Hangman game.
Ooh. The other must have gone fairly well. Alright, so it looks like the game is loading successfully, so we'll get that one in as quickly as possible. Let's see, games, are you going to follow me? Properties. Aha, perfect. Okay, good. And we have a lot of math that we went through, but I only need to do a bit of it on stream today, just to figure out the bottom of my hole. Or, well, not hole. You'll understand in just a second. Oh, lordy. Nope, not when it's night like this. This is not right. I should not be flying like this. Okay, let's get down. Figure out why it's doing that. Give me a split sec. I'm going to send you back to the start for just a moment and just get this puppy sorted. Oh, why am I blanking? This is not good. Here we go. Alrighty. Sorry that the Hangman game goes difficult to watch here. I still haven't quite figured out how to get the text in behind there to change color easily. I mean, I can make it black, but then it becomes other problems. So, yeah, can't win them all. Now this one, I'm getting really crummy frame rates. Not entirely sure why. So I'm, yeah, not entirely sure. Because we don't have super major graphics on here. Let's see. Options. Settings. Let's drop these down to like, I don't know, 16 maybe? That should help. Let's drop that down to 60 because that's all I can capture anyways. And see if that helps. Wow, crazy music. Any better? Kind of, sort of, maybe. Oh, am I not running? That might explain a lot. Okay. Music is terrible today, and I'm not entirely sure what's up. Okay. So, we're here. Long story short, for those of you that may have missed it, do I have a reference photo of nope. This one. There we go. Okay, I'm just checking to see, do I have a reference photo I can show you guys of what the city is supposed to look like? Me and my reference things, you know, it's kind of silly. Oh, I don't. Okay. Do I have one downloaded? That's a good question. I'm not sure. If not, we'll get one, you know, because we can do that. Ideas, reboot. Okay, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Let's get that fine. Oh, that's not the one I want. I want this one. Yeah. And even though it's on top of the logo, some overhead. That'll do. It will do. All right. So what I'm looking at here is there is a city we have that is huge, huge. Let's see, do I have 4? Here we go. Okay, free cam on purpose. All right, so got main frame. I started to dig down. Then we did some math and discovered I don't need to dig down. Yippee skippy. So we're gonna have, you know, mobs galore. So what we're gonna do then instead is I will finish just this one layer we're on, just because we're just about done, because I like flat. Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter. But then we can go and start working on more circles. Yay! More circles, yippee skippy. Because this one, I have to remember how big this one is. We'll have to count it again and see. Do I have? Oops, nope. This, where's my plots modeler? There we go. All right. So what I'm opening up is a web page called Plots Modeler, P-L-O-T-Z. And I was using it to get myself a picture of the circles. So I'll show you really quickly what we're talking about here. You're going to see a little bit of an overhead view and a bit of text mess from my desk, so I do apologize. There'll be like junk that's in behind my head. Let's go with the other reference for a second. This one and that one. Okay. So those two are the same building in the middle of a very, very, very large city. I'm going to turn off our logo just for the moment. We'll put that back on in a second. But you can sort of see off in the distance of the one in the top right corner. That's a very, very, very large city. Giving you an idea of how large that is. Okay. So oh, my mouse keeps dropping because... I'll minimize this for a sec. So giving you an idea, this one, I believe, is... Come on, free cam. There we go. Okay, this one, let's see. I think that's 6 chunks out. Let me just double check. Yeah, okay. Grid it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 6. Oh, no, that's too big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me just one split second. I'm going to grab a calculator that I don't need to use my phone. And truth is, everybody, it's not that I can't do the math. It's that if I put the brain power to doing the math, I don't have that brain power available for other things at other points. So I'm not going to worry about it. 96. Okay. So this part, we need to make first ring inside 96 radius. Okay. So if you're referencing that picture at the top, like not at the top right, okay? So 96 is the edge of the sort of inner black circle, the one that's got a green ring on it, okay? That's 96 there. So then, oh, that's a radius. So from the center of the orange circle out to the edge of the green, that's 96, okay? So that's level 1, but as you can see from the one up above, then we've got a buffer level, like just a little bit of green space, another bridge, and then a bigger space, like a gap, and then there's another green ring outside that. So we need to lay out loosely where the inner pieces will be. I know how long my bridges are and stuff, so I wrote it, like I wrote it down, but by the time we do that, then there is, I'm just going to see if I can get, do I have the mainframe picture up here? Oh, nope. Oh, yeah, it's opening. Okay. Okay, so we'll go back here. So then what we're seeing, desktop, where's my desktop? Hello, there we go, this one. You're seeing all the same mess. No worries. And there's text by my head, that's just my copy of the chat. Don't worry, we won't need this for forever. So you see this city? This white stuff in the center there, that's all the stuff that you see on the right-hand side of the screen. So if 96 is the inner ring, and then the outer ring inner edge is 114, that's radius. So we're only talking radius. Then we get to, I'm going to say the green spaces are both 8 wide. I think the second one should actually be 16, but we'll deal with that when we get there. It's not a big deal. But then we're looking at ballparking I'm thinking about 3 more of those whole center sections, like the width of it, the diameter, not the radius, to the outside. Which then, for curiosity's sake, the whole circle looks really big. I've never done one that big before. And we may not actually end up getting all the way through it, but on the bright side, we can choose a reasonable level above the ground and just build up. Now, mixed news for you guys. First off, I dislike the nether, so it'll be a while till I go get the cojones to go find a happy ghast. I could, because I'm the mod owner, I could cheat one in, but I really don't want to. I'm intending this to be a very long-term project. We won't be doing this every episode, but I'm intending this to be a very long-term project. So we'll be making farms and doing mining and getting all the things to do this in survival. So that's going to be a good amount of work. Now, where we've been, I was thinking that I was going to work down from build height at the top and work my way down. That's a little ridiculous. I mean, it works. But that would then have the bottom of the black bowl, the greater black bowl, so in behind the central floating sphere and its first half sphere. You'd have the bottom of that other one being at 119Y above 0. So not even digging into the negative numbers, but above 0, 119. Now, I mean, on the bright side, that means I don't have to worry about accidentally running into deep dark. Hey there! How you doing, Tara? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you back. So, yeah. That's where we're at. It's a big project, but we get to go up instead of down. It just means we need a lot of materials to go up. And I would love to do these somewhat color related. So on the inside, you're not seeing this too well. Let me just see if I can save this image as... Let's see what I get. I bet you the graphics quality won't be great, and I'm going to be doxing myself so fast. Okay, I guess we'll just have to save that there for now. I'll move it later. Yeah, move it later. Uh-oh. My main monitor just blinked on me. That's not good. I think I must have kicked a cable. And it just means that its power is a little fussy. Okay, let's see if we can turn that into a reference. References. Add image. So the thing about doing these projects is I have a whole lot of reference images. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is, what's the word? I don't know. It's going to end up in folders because I have different projects going at the same time if I can get the DC stuff to work. That's the problem, is DC stuff not working. It's problematic because we're running out of time on that one. Where do I put this one for now? This one. You'll probably see it on screen, but it's going to look huge for the time being. Oh, good, good. That's not too bad. Thought it would be worse. Let's just crop it in a little bit. And then I can make it a bit, well, I was going to say I'd make it a bit smaller, but that kind of defeats the purpose of what we're doing. I think I will just crop this upwards and downwards. Now, I will not be putting in purple for all this quasi-void stuff all the way around. However, that does mean that when we're up higher, depending on what my render distance is, you may not see off the edge, so that'll work out well. And yeah, it just seems to work. Okay, so now for those of you that play Minecraft, I'm going to pick your brain for just a split second. Given the 118 generation, what would you guys say is a semi-reasonable ground level? Okay. We're gonna make this thing smaller, but I don't know if I can... Okay, I will make this one smaller for now. And we'll put it underneath this mess over here. Yes, I know it's by my head, just for now. Because I'll turn that one off in a moment, but it allows me to easily access things. Actually, let's make it big instead. And we'll put it on that side, and I'll just turn it off. But the point I was going to make is you can see there's a lot of height. It's kind of cool to build bigger than the render distance. Well, as long as it doesn't get too big. There's a reason I'm not building it in Bedrock, and that's just simply because A, doing things Bedrock style I'm not super comfortable with. B, I have a lot of builds I want to drop in it, so it won't be all this clean. We're going to have a bunch of like pink blocks around. Big pink things the size of a skyscraper. And the reason for that is that's inside that I'm going to have my own other biome world. So this is part of where the archive world is coming. Really, it's a decorative version of the archive world that I've been talking about for ages and ages. Oh, some of the chop might be the fact that I'm not playing just instrumental music. And so by not having just instrumental, then from time to time, the microphone gets confused and picks up other sounds. So let me just see what I can do about that. I want to pick up something else. I don't know. I think I'm liking this because it's kind of a stressy sound. Weird as that is. Hey lass, please do tell me what you're making for dinner. I always love it when you have some yummy stuff for dinner. Okay. But we need to figure out what those side dimensions are at some point. I am not too fussed about that right now because I want to start with the central section because that will determine heights. And heights are the more important part because widths, being is based on the idea of a spin drive hard drive for a computer. The place called, in the TV series I'm basing off of, it was called Mainframe, M-A-I-N-F-R-A-M-E. And so Mainframe was one where, like you can see, that's why it's got the hard edges to it. But one of the other reasons I want to bring it down is there's a ship in the game, or in the show that shows up at one point called the Crimson Binome, and that's the pirate. Do you remember the saucy? Oh, I'll have to look it up again. The saucy something, or the saucy mare, I think it is. But basically, it's a pirate ship, nerdy pirate ship, and I may want to put that in. So I'm going to need some extra height, which means I want to bring the whole thing down as far as I can. And I'm thinking I also don't want to build skyscrapers crazy tall. I'm just not good at that nor interested in that. So yeah, so all that to say that if I can figure out where the bottom of this bowl is and make that our reasonable ground level, then we can go ahead. So I've got where the bottom of the bowl is calculated. So my question for you guys is, those making Minecraft, so how low, maybe we should, yeah, how low, or, no, that's not how low. I think water is normally at 67, I think, for like oceans or something. Where are we usually here? This is not, oh, it's not level. Do I have an ocean in this zone? Is this ocean? Ah, this is, where's my mouse? Mouse, please. Okay, I will turn off this one that you're seeing now for just a moment or two. Let's make a group. And we'll throw, oops, mainframe. Okay, but this one in, no, not that one. This one, and this one. Okay, and then up top. All right, so what I'm going to do then is just turn off that one. There we go. Pork tenderloin, just need to choose which recipe to use. Ooh, Ooh, well, what sort of mood are you in terms of flavors? That's probably a lot of it. Okay, so if I said ring inside 96, but I need to worry about the outside ring in order to get that. So this circle is not big enough. Hee 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 hee. That's what I was talking about. So if 96 is the radius, the inside one, I thought I had all this math done. Like, I kid you not. It's gonna sound really weird for a split sec, but oh, I can't really see it. There we go. Let's go chat. Yeah. So this, oh, a lot of information, but the bottom section from here down is all my math notes about this project. So yeah, it's crazy. Where are we here? Okay, let's go back to live. So let's see, 96 from the center to the edge. That's ring 1. And then I said green space. 96. Green space is 8. And then the ring inside. Ring inside becomes 114. Green space on that would be 6 wide. I only had 8 wide on that one. Okay, rings outside 122. Okay. So if I bring up my plots modeler and we go over here to yeah, I don't need that. Can you close this? Thank you. Close. It's showing a 32. Let's go to 122. 121, 122. Boop. That's looking better. Then they've got a thickness of, let's go halfway through here, of 12. Okay. Of course, we're going to go a lot bigger than that, but I'm just using the double to show like the gap between the first ring and the second ring. That thickness shouldn't be 12. We need that at, what did I say it wanted? 32 on the bridges. Okay. 4, 33, 32. Oops, once again, I gotta go halfway. Okay. I don't know what this is, so I'm just gonna skip it, because that's a little weird. Where am I here? Oh, I ended up, okay, that's what I was doing. I clicked on moods, and the moods part was a bit out of control. That's what it was. Okay, no problem. Mushu, ooh, Asian, I think. Yeah, sorry, Asian. Just took me a second to realize that that wasn't a Disney character. Just, that's the first thing I think of right now is Eddie Murphy's Red Dragon from Mulan, named Mushu. Okay, so we've got the rings. I know I'm always about the math, but at least we don't have to cut down anymore. Because the nice part about this is I can incorporate the land that we've already got, right? And it's built up. Once I figure out what the base height is, or really build up to that, pray I don't fall off, and just go horizontal. So we'll see how big that ends up being. Okay, so we've got this inner ring that you're seeing, the yellow inner one, is not the circle of the building. The inner ring is the circle of the what do you call it? The gap between the two green rings. Which looks weird, because I thought the bridges were 32 long. But that doesn't make the center very big. Something's a little weird. Oh, duh. I'm doing my math in radii, and this is doing it in diameters, which is part of why the problem is, yeah. Okay, so we have to double all of that. So we're looking actually at 244, because I only have to worry about Yeah, so 244 diameter. Because the outside ring was 122 radius, so from the center out to the edge was 122. So all the way across would be 244, and that's what you have to worry about when you're dealing with heights. Okay, that explains a lot. So this one is actually supposed to be 244. Okay, that makes more sense. So we're going to go to 16, half the height. All right, and we're going to take it and go 2D just to see. That looks more reasonable based on the graphic we've got there. Now the bridge is 32, but I need it to be 32. Yeah, I guess that works. I guess plus 8 maybe, because I wanted the thickness of the green circle to be 8. So I need to go, no, that should work. Okay, 244 diameter. All right, so now that I've got that somewhat established, and both of those, let's go this way, and then bring that up again. Okay, so both of those go outside this one. So next question is, how many chunks, right? So 240, oh, clear, my brain's not working. 244 divided by 16 is, oops, 244 divided by 16. I didn't press the buttons hard enough. Okay, there we go. 15 1/4. But by the time we get to the outside, that makes sense. Right? Okay. So 16 times, 16 cubed, 256, right? Oh, whoops. So 256 would be should be the outside of everything. Right? So we're looking at 16. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hokey Dinah. Okay. So this point is, I'm writing scratch notes here. Oh, oops. This point is, scratch note says, roughly. I wish I could just drop markers like you can in. I can. I'm a doofus. Okay. So let's go waypoints. This one. Waypoints. Create waypoint. Okay. Let's say west edge. West edge. And we'll just, what color do you think would be easy to see? Let's go random. Sure, bright pink. Why not? Against the green? I don't know. We can change it later. Okay. So on. Save. So that's 96, right? What did I say? Nope, I did that wrong again. Cancel. Delete. Remove. Okay. 144. 122. I can't count today. So 122. 16. 7. 8. Okay. 8, yeah. So it's 6, 7, 8. That makes more sense because we're talking another one. Waypoint. Waypoint. Let's try west edge. And we'll go another bright color. There we go. Sure, save. 96 was the edge of the inside ring. Okay. And then what we're really looking for, 16, 32, 64. So this waypoint, west. Oh, what's the? I'm forgetting what the title is called. There we go. References, principal. West P office. Oops. West P office. Okay. And sure, purple. Why not? Let's make that as bright as we can. Random color. That'll do. Save. It's minty. Okay, I'm marking things on the west side and then we'll see how they look elsewhere. Yes, I know we can't see them right now. Text is a bit of an issue in this particular one. Walks of Life recipe. I don't think I've heard that one. That's pretty cool. Okay, and we're gonna go here. Full screen map. Where's our font setting? Font scale. For labels and text. Okay. Let's go double it to like 4, maybe? I might regret this. Yeah, that's not what I want. Full screen map. So I want down to 2. 1.5 will work. I want the font size on the labels, because it says labels and text, but no, I want waypoint icon. There's waypoint icon scale, waypoint label scale. Perfect. That's what I want. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4. There we go. And let's take this up to like 2. See how that works. Much better. Okay. Okay. So we got west edge of the whole thing. West edge of the office. Center. I don't know why I called it that center, because it's not going to be center. So let's take this one is. What are we here? 35 x minus 64 352. Okay. I'm gonna edit this one. And 352. Put another 100 south. Save that. There we go. Okay. And I'm gonna make the font, the tag just a little bit smaller. Now that I got everything figured out. Just kidding. Okay. Scale, font. So 2 and let's go 2.5. Why? Just because it's semi-round. Go close. Okay. If you guys can sort of see that, that'll do. So we've got the center of the whole building. The principal office is here. Bridge would be 32. It's to here-ish. They've got 8 wide. So with another green space being 8 again, 16. Which should get us out to about here. Let's see, 122 times 6, or not times, 122 divided by 16 is 7 point something. Yeah, 7.6. So we're a little bit short in here. This is an 8. So we're gonna need to go a little tinier. Let's go, I don't know, we'll say 3/4-ish. What's this net value? We've got I made it too tiny for me to read now. Haha, smart. So minus 187 and 352. Okay, so let's edit this one. 187 and 352. We'll save that. Okay, that looks better. Okay, that's the west edge of just about everything. Okay, so that was half of it. Which is bizarre. It doesn't look quite right. This should be, oh, right. Okay, and then, so this, waypoints. Create waypoint. Call this inner, because why not? And still on the 352 line. Let's go with another random color. Something in the green family. Sure. Save. Edit. I'm just going to take this west out because it doesn't really matter. P off. P off. W. There we go. I know that doesn't make sense, but it's fine. And then we're going to edit this one. Hello? There we go. And we're going to call it edge. Edge space W. Edge space W. Save. Okay. So the center, principal office edge here. Inner edge there. And somehow this isn't working. Because if we're looking at the rough scale and the image, I'm a little bit off. What I was looking for is 32. Sorry. Yeah. 64, and then I had the bridge half that length. That's the problem. So my math is out. Huh. Okay. So let's do it again and just see where the math comes out, right? Because whatever ends up horizontally, we end up with vertically. So we'll do this live. I'm going to do radii, just because the math works better for me. So if we have a 64 diameter office, or sorry, not diameter, radius, so halfway is 64, right? So we get 128 all the way across, which is probably stupidly big. Now that I think about it, let's get down on the ground. Uh-oh. Yeah. Before my character ends up dead, that should be a bad thing for me to be doing. Okay. Okay. So let's pull this for now. All right, and I'm going to go and put this on top. What did I do here? Oh, no, I didn't. Did I mess with? Oh, that explains a lot. Okay. That'll explain why I didn't die. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so one more time. We're gonna use live. So I wanted to see just how big 64 was, and I'm on the wrong side of this ravine thing. Let's figure that out. Let's go find one of the marker points. And I'm going west, so I might as well just go west. As in, like, where my math was working. And I honestly thought last week I had, or week before last, I had this math done, but apparently not. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's half, what's the word? Half, You'll know when I know, whatever it was. Oops, I'm pressing the wrong button. I've been playing a different game for the last couple of days, and it's called No Man's Sky. And of course, as usual, things like that have a different inventory system. And so, or different inventory trigger button. And so I'm pressing the wrong key. Okay, probably the best thing to do then. Do I have in my inventory? Stay open. Okay, I didn't bring the block maker thing, so let's go get it. The block maker thing. That's real smart. That's gonna make a lot of sense. Yeesh. Yeesh. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is jump the fence. Is mark it on the ground. We're going to need some more markings as we go. That's why I'm doing it that way. But also I'm going to actually have us do some of the math in our safety house, just because they're not going to be dead. So we have ourselves a stone generator, and I will not bore you guys to death with that at the moment. There will be some definite work being done there over the course of the season. Okay, so let's try this one more time. As always, I'm going to do it with little waypoint markers up here. Now, 64. Well, that's why I did it on the ground. Okay. 64. If I... Let's go turn this on. 3 and G. Okay. Here's your chunk markers, right? So if I take this lovely little red one, right here, and I'm going to put my bed head, travel bed? Sure. We'll put the travel bed. Which way do I want to traverse? Let's say I want to walk that way. So we'll put the head of the bed right here for now. Right there, right? So that ends up right in the corner. Okay, 64 is 8 of these, so let's go 8 of them. There's 1. There's 2. Oh, I forgot to put a marker on the bed. Need to put a waypoint marker on the bed so that I can easily see it from a beam above. Right? Okay, where's my bed? Hello? So this is 160 and negative 159. That'll work. Okay, so then J. Where am I? Find me. There we go. So this one, waypoints. It will be a waypoint. I was going to use real ones. I can use temp ones, but for the purposes of what we're looking for, it's a little easier if I don't. Something really contrasting. Not orange. Oops, I missed a good blue. Ugh. Bring it purple? I don't know. Want something that contrasts with the sky, right? Here, give me this. Give me that. Let's go with this one. This one? I don't know. Let's just use that for now. Submit. Sure. I don't know. Temp. Save. This one's okay. It's not really working with my head, so I'm going to skip. All right, so now we have a beam we can use, right? So then each of these reds is what chunk? So 1, 2. So that's 2 chunks, right? And if this is half of our building with a center beam thing, that's great, but it doesn't give me a lot for definition to work with. And we are not very far. We're okay from, actually, no, that gives me plenty to work with. Okay, so I can make things a smidge smaller, I think. Let's put another one here. This is 159, 192. So let's go J and find me, which should be about here. From the bed, 1, 2. I went south, but that'll do. Okay, so that would be. Actually, I best go west. Mark this one west. So here, waypoint, create waypoint. Purple. Yeah. Damn. No, 2. No, not that. 2. Save. Okay. So now, where are we here? We can see if that's the halfway of the building. I'm not sure I'm going to get enough definition. At 16, if the building's only... Oh, I said I wanted 64 radius. Yeah. So that's 32. So that's if I only have 64 across the building, that's 32 of the building. Right? Yes. Okay. that just feels small. Particularly when I look at a villager building. That's part of why I want to do this up here. This is a chunk, almost a chunk length in itself. So this is tiny. So if I move temp 2, actually maybe I'll make it temp 3. Waypoints, create. Make you purple. Purple. Submit. I'm going to temp 3. And then I'm going to change the music because this is not working. Temp 3. Save. Okay. So if I did that temp 3, and I have camera, let's do it this way. 4. Ah, come on. Press the right buttons. That's actually the diameter of the building. So the purple would not be the middle. Purple would be, yeah. I think that's going to work better. Which means the rest of my math is wrong. Oh, isn't that going to be fun and a half? So when I do this, radius of the building, 1, 2, 3, 4 is here. And then if we look at that picture up top, then actually instead of 32, this should have been 64. So this ring is entirely off. Yay. Yes, it is. So let's change this music, and I'm going to kill. Let's go back to our usual. Bring up Spotify instead. I was using Epidemic Sound, but their player is a little bit more resource intensive for some reason. So let's go back and find something else. Let's just go with the now trending and see what Epidemic Sound has. If it's no good, then we'll switch to something else, but you know, it never hurts. Hello, song, play. There we go. So you have to let me know how that sounds as we go, like if it gets choppy or whatever. All right, so once again, I just discovered my math is wrong. Because if this is the diameter of the building, sorry, I keep saying diameter, I only mean radius, which is half. Diameter is all the way across, right? Here, let's just 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go here. What's this? Zoom. We'll take this. Waypoints. What color are we looking for? Okay, temp waypoint or create waypoint. Mint, I guess. Whatever. We can get that. Let's go this one. And we'll say submit that. I'm going to call it. Oh, I have to push my mic back a bit. P.off E. Can't spell. P.off east. Okay, save. Okay, so the center will be red. We've got, oh, that's a bad color, but that's fine. Color, please. Give me something interesting. Let's just go, oh, white's not clear. I don't care. Sorry, guys. We're gonna go with, I don't know, god-awful pink? Doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. Let's pick one. Yellow, sure. Yes, sorry, it doesn't really work, but we're gonna go there. Save. Principal office ones will be all yellow. Sure. Submit. Save. Okay. So center is like red-ish. We've got diameter of the building. So based on the ones right over my head. Excuse me. Second, stop showing the desktop version. Thinking, there we go, let's try that. Okay. So thinking the ones right over my head, if this yellow is the center section, then the ring we've got is wrong. Which is not good. so that means we need to pull this inner out, becomes the outer. Right? 1, 2. So this here, that's at, where am I here? Oh, of course, I'm not gonna see it when I start doing that. We've got settings. We'll get this right eventually on this project. Eventually. Label. Oh no, font scale. Go up to 2. There we go. Close. And make sure that, oh, I'm not dead. Okay. Let's try this. Just get me indoors. Now that we've got some markers to work with. You're not nuts, by the way. This is actually a choppy song. Just the way it goes. They call it hip-hop rock song. Could throw that on shuffle. Okay, so once again, we will eventually get this done. Okay, so this one, so now we have a new one out here. This is, they're not gonna read this better. 192 minus 192, 352. Okay, so take this, edit, take this, 92, 352, save. Okay, and once again, I'm comparing to the one over my head. I think that's better. Okay, then we add, and I thought that was 8, so let's go 16, which means now we're dealing with halves. So if this thickness, instead of being 8, was 16 wide, which would take us out from here, out to about here. That's a very wide bridge. Oh, well. Yeah, let's go with it. Let's go with it. Long time world, I can do whatever I want, right? Okay. So that means this, that one there is minus 208. Okay, so this becomes edit. This isn't even the end. Save. That one, and then after that I wanted another 64. So it's 4 blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, lovely. Okay. Waypoints. And we're gonna call this one, I don't know, outer 1. And some sort of color. I know you guys won't see this too well, but bits because green space related. Submit, save, outer 1. Okay, inner, edit, inner 2, save, edit, inner 1, to make this green, green. Can we go green, please? I guess. Fine. Submit. It'll do. So inner 2, inner 2, inner 1. This should be outer. Edit. Outer 2. Save. And then I wanted 16 again. Waypoints. Create. Outer 1. Okay, so now we're looking at just from here being the center of the orange. Up to there. The green space out to here. This green space is too big. This one should be in by a little bit. What's this? This one is math, please. 288. Edit. Oops, not that one. 288. Save. Okay. So this ring, bad news, is entirely wrong. Yay. That ring's entirely wrong. Oh well. Okay. So, now. I have to do all my math again, but that's okay. So then what that means, and I'm just going to bring up, where's the references? References. Okay, that's fine. I need to actually start up another program. Fun. Open. So all that math we had on the real whiteboard, I'm going to do on the virtual one for the moment. Blank, please. Okay. Don't know why its scale went kawonkaloo, but that's okay. So, looking at this, where are we here? That one. Innsbruck's overhead. Okay.
Ads are starting, which means it's break time. Thank you for your patience and stream support.
I think we're both going to appreciate if we take a short break and actually have some words on stream. So let me just switch to that for a bit, and we'll get back to this as quick as we can. Because if this circle is completely wrong, which it appears to be, then I need to actually tear it apart and start building the new circle. Okay. Words on stream. Let's start that up. Meh, it's okay. Proportions and all that, it happens. Let's see, what do we got for words? Wow. Picking lame words, and it's only a 2-minute ad, so if we'll just go through it enough rounds that we need to kill off the ads, unless we get completed rounds, but I really doubt it. Is it just me or does that song sound really repetitive? Okay, that's fine. One... You know what? To heck with this. I know it sounds dumb, but to heck with this. I'm coming back. I'm just going to exit this game. Where's on stream? Where are you? This one. Oops. Didn't work. There we go. Now it won't make noises at me. Alright. So, let's see if I can do this math. You guys are going to unfortunately get stuck with me. Alright, so typing. Yep, nice and big, I guess. So where are we here? So we went 64 radius. Right? So I'm not going to figure out how tall. Yeah, because I don't need it that high from the ground. So 64 radius, right? Plus we've got, what did I say, 64 for bridge. Plus, that would take us down to Piaf. Piaf West. And then that becomes, that's the bridge. And it says 16 for the first ring of green. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 64 for the next bridge. Plus 16 for the ring. So this outer one, it comes up to, let's do it again. Right, 3 by 64 plus 32, 224 from the center, 224. Now I know we're in evens. I'm gonna work with evens as much as I can, but that's just because chunk markers come in evens. That's about it. Okay, so the outer edge, what did I say? 224? Okay, so outer edge. (224) radius. Okay. Now, this is the thing. Okay. If max build height, max build Y levels, right? Because you've got 320 plus 64 down to 0. Max build levels is 384, right? Then we've got, then we end up with 384 minus, we gotta do more than this though, minus 224, right? Then we also have to take away from that the fact that I want the other half of this build up top to be, what's the word, sticking up above, and then I need a bit more for the top. So we need to go another 64 for the other half of the radius, so the diameter, and then we also have to take away from that top ball is probably about 7 wide, like a 7 sphere, so it'd be minus, let's say 8. Well, no, 8 doesn't make a sphere. 8, I guess. We'll just deal with it. It'll be flat on the edges. Okay. Gives us, that doesn't make much sense, but okay. 384 minus the 224 minus 64 minus 8 equals 88. Okay, so the bottom of this mess becomes 88. Which we are currently, this center, actually, I cut down. Let's go back into this one. And if I just hold my mouse over stuff like this, we are approximately sitting at 66. So 88 is great. which means even if we went up to, say, 70, I guess, for the bottom of that. Or even... Okay, well, let's see. So that'd be 5.5 groups of 16 vertically, right? Makes sense. 6 12s is 70. Oh, it says 6. I'm not thinking that. 5 not 16s. Wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, okay. Which is kind of irrelevant, but since we're looking at it vertically, if this center line was ground level, okay? So if that was ground level, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half, basically 6. So 5.5. If I round that down, because I don't have to round to 16 when I'm going vertically, do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Nicely, actually. Yeah, okay. So we're about from here to here. Off the ground. And we have from here to there. So basically this part here added to that height to get their full build height. Confusing. That's okay. So where do I want to drop down to? I'm on 66. What's a nice number? I guess. Oops. So this one is 80. I can't count. 88. Okay. So you need to be no more than 88 off the ground. We need that build space. If we bring it down to... We're at 66. We bring it down to 70. We go up a little ways from where we are. But then we don't have to cut down as much stuff. $70. Build it. Actually, what's the difference? Ooh. Just trying to see how much space I want at the top. Okay. Now water levels, I think it's 67 usually, but let me just double check that. Do I have a biome that will help me with that? So if I come up here, it's water, just says water, river. No, I don't want a river region. Can you tell me an ocean region, please? Okay, so an ocean region. That's cold ocean, but that's fine. Beach. Okay, so that will give you some water level. This one, right, sticking out at the beach. 62. 62, 62, 62. Over here. 62. Okay. So we're already up compared to water. So if we just make it down to 66, I know we're 22 blocks lower, which does not divide nicely. Yeah. And I've already taken down one layer, so what if we move it to 68? Okay, there we go. So 68 is the bottom of our bowl. And you know what I might do? Is just build that. We should get out here eventually. Right? So that means, what? If I go back to using my brain, let's pull. I'm sorry I'm thinking aloud with you guys. This is kind of a challenge for me to not mess up. It's just because I want to get it right, and it's not something I can totally fix over and over and over again. Okay, let's change to the whiteboard off for now. Okay, what did I say it was? 68, and the whole amount, I think I said was 224? 224, okay. So if our, oh boy, this doesn't know how to do a spot that big. Let's see, what if we go, can I get a sphere? Thank you. Sphere generator. Okay, this is not going to be great. Can I get a sphere? Nope, they're not getting it big enough. Huh. So this is a lot bigger than I expected, but that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So then I'm going to ask the internet how to build a sphere in Minecraft that is radius 244. Lots of helper things. Great. Well, you know what? I'm going to just do it layer by layer, I guess. Let's go back. Yeah. I mean, that's really the only thing I can think of. Okay, so we'll close out this one. And I don't need that. This, don't need that anymore. Okay, so I don't think I need desktop mode anymore. Live. Let's get you off desktop mode. This one. And I don't think I need that at the moment. We'll just close this. All right.
Someone's at the doorbell.
Don't know. Don't care. Someone else will have to deal with it. Because we're busy. Alright. So, all that to say. Then let's just get out our good old classic circles model. Refs. Do I have the circles? There we go. Circles. Boop. Alright. And I need my circles thing. Where am I here? References. Oh, that's ideas. I'm just trying to figure out why I couldn't find my reference thing. Helpers? What did I call it? Oh, there it is. This one. Okay, so my assumption, basically, is I'm just going to be one circle at a time. Going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So we'll just figure it out as we go. All right. And trying to put my... Uh-oh. There we go. I was having problems grabbing it on my screen. All right. So now, we just get to build, right? The question was what to build it out of. I'd rather build plain old stone, but that's not going to make any sense. Let's take this out. Okay, and then we will get rid of the waypoints manager. Oh, don't that one. This one, get rid of these. So temp, remove, temp, remove, temp, remove. All right. I can always layer it differently later, but we're just going to grab whatever we've got, and I need, guess I was gonna say I need a stonecutter, but I don't. What do we have? Sure, we'll take that. We'll just make it out of cobble for now, because why not? That's what we've got. I'll worry about whatever we need to have later. What's this? You can go over here. Random stuff. Oh, I don't need any of these anymore. Oh well, that's fine. We'll just deal when we get up there. Okay. So if I just start right where I am, and then go to 68, and build up, we'll just see how it goes. Do I have torches enough? No, but we'll get there too. That's another piece. I'm watching the time just because this feels very, very awkward. Okay, actually, what's this? This is... Okay, I'm standing on 68. So that's where I want to start, I think. Now I wanted an odd number, so this is not going to be great. Just have a center point to work with. But as I'm... Oh, hey, go away. Hey, honk, go away. Do not kill me, sir. No, that's fine. It's okay that you missed words, Fox. That's totally okay. All right, so we got, this would be 67. This is 67. This is, what am I standing on? I'm on 67. If I jump up here, I should be on 68. What the hey? Let's put this down. Yoink. There. I'm on 68. Great. Okay. So, let's just go with it. Oops. I'm simply just dragging my helper on screen. There we go. So that I can see what's going on. Not sure that's going to help anybody, but so you guys are seeing the same helper I am and just looking at it differently. Because I haven't figured out how to play off of a preview of this screen. You know? Whoa, whoops, wrong one. There we go. Alright, so let's roll. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. All my numbers are going to be confusing me because the circle... Oh, shoot. The circle helper thing I've got... A doesn't stay on top of my screen, which I completely and utterly forgot about. But also B is talking the diameters in its numbers, but really we're working radii, so that's not going to work great, but that's okay. So we have to double whatever it says in our heads. That's okay. All right, so first things first, that would be part 1 of 2 by 2. I guess we don't really have a choice. There is no 1 by 1, right? So then, let's see, F3 and G. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I guess I have to move these, or I'm never going to get into them. You know? So let's move this part. What's this? Okay, that's not needed, so I can pull that one. What's this? Not needed. What's this? Oh, All right, I don't really want to lose that. Yeah, I think we'll be able to get back into it over here. So let's just put another chest down here. And I'll retrieve it later. It's a little temporary. Okay, and are these locked in? And they are. Okay, let's do this. Let's lock that one. Alright. Now we put dirt in here. Hello, sir? What do you have? Ooh, never had that. But I can't get what I need from it, so no. Okay, nothing I need. Let's just ignore you for the time being. And I have less game coming into my ears than I would like. Oh, you guys haven't had game the whole time. Whoops. Well, that's no good for anybody. Well, that's no good. Okay, so escape. Options. Sounds. Master volume 100. Huh. Interesting. I honestly thought that you guys had more sound. Okay. What do I have going on here? Why is that so bad? Let's try that. Not entirely sure what's going on, but we'll see. Okay, can we get back to it? We'll find out how this works later. That's better. It's not ideal, but it's better. Okay, so that's out of the way. That's the dirt, which means I can take these two. This one. Yep, I know. And this one. And let's get this dirt out of here. And I want these two just to fill this hole because it's bugging me. There we go. Alright. Why didn't I pick one off the ground? Because I guess I wanted to be, I don't know, annoying, I suppose? Okay, so we're over here, north, south, east, west. Okay, that one's been dealt with. Let's go here, there, and there. That's a 2x2. Sir? Okay. So now, I have to get up there. Ha 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 ha. Didn't think about that one. Let's use dirt for that. And I also don't have build under put in, so we're not going to be building under. This one. Where's the village? Yeah. Wrong way. Let's do it this way. Go backs to things. One, two, three, four. Okay, so then after that, there's one. 1, 2 is a 3x3. I think. Need this. Whoa, whoops. Hey, can I sleep on this? Haha, I might have to. Alright. So then we've got 4x4 actually. Right, because we've got from the center, we've got 1, 2, and then we need to go 1. And I'm assuming we've got, oh, could put there, and then, nope, that's not right. What am I doing wrong? Maybe I will need these after all. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 2 would be here. So we do need this one, I guess. And then go 1, 2. So used to building odds that this just feels strange. 1, 2. 1, 2. Maybe I should convert it all to odds. I don't know. That's going to cause problems with the chunk border thing. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. So in a 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. That's wrong. No, I don't want to lose that. Oh well. It's because of these pillars. That's what's going on here. This one, and that one. Let's pull those out. There we go. And let's make the bottom center. All of those. Then I've got my center line marked, right? So let's pull this one out. Then I can see my little marker at the bottom. I have to get this one back. Let's torch out for now. This. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's pull these because they're kind of useless. All right. Low llama. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so then round 1, 2, 3. So now that I have a better idea what this looks like. From the center point, 1, 2, 3. I'm doing it a strange way. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this makes more sense, I guess. From the center. So 1, 2, third one out. 1, 2. Gap. One, 2. Should be a quarter, yes. So 1, 2, come around the end. Oops. Gap. I was worried about rings, right? But it's actually probably easier to build the circles. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I want that. Okay, and I know you're gonna get sick and tired of that, but it's just showing it's spawnable. So I'm going to grab one of these, put that in here. There. Okay, close enough. Why it's showing it's still spawnable under, or still non-spawnable underneath, I don't know, but I'm not gonna fight it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Where's my village? There we go. Now we've got this one. Oops. I need to put a spot here, or I'm never going to find what I'm looking for. So this one's going to come up and out and down and out. There we go. No, I'm not always going to be coming back to fix out the dirt. It's just want to get a couple pieces done. Okay, so Jay, where are we? Huh. Well, nobody's going to see that for a while, but that's okay. We'll just end up with a big blob that nobody's really going to see for a while. I don't think I have diorite to be able to do that with, so yeah. Okay, 1, 2... Let's do it backwards. I turned my view, that's the problem. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. This is better. Let's orient from there. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, now we're on 4. Okay, so let's go here. Not there. This. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is 2. 2 on each side. And then 1 in the middle. It's been so long since I've done these that I feel really cheesy about it. But, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. 3, 4. So there'll be a lot of counting to 10 and otherwise. Two, 3, 4. And a lot of, like, falling off things. Oh, do I still have death markers on? Let's get Y. Do not show my death markers. No, not that one. J. These. Oh, no, close. I want these. Do not... Oh. Okay, that's not the type I wanted. No. You. Aha. You. Edit. Do not show me at all. Actually, let's cancel that. I can't seem to get rid of those easily, so why don't we just delete them from this world, or from this system, but they'll still be on the other ones. We'll still see it on the this marker set once I turn those ones on. So for example here, the death category, if I just disable that group or enable that group, we'll enable this one. Yeah, there we go. And I'm not sure why it's down by 1, but we'll go with it. Default. Okay, great. Now all these other markers that I had on the other map, this one here, I'm going to transfer them, but I will take care of doing that later. Okay, so let's get back to the thing at hand. This one. 1. Aha, I get my block back. Ooh, hadn't thought about that. Okay, let's take this. I'm gonna grab a couple extra blocks just so I don't have to keep bouncing around inside. This one. Okay. And that. There we go. I don't know what I'm up to. This one and that one. That one. Okay. So now we're at 5. 2, 2, and 2. Excellent. So this one, this one, this one, this one, and then the outside corners of those two. I guess I don't need both. That one. Two, three, four. That one. Yay.
Hello there.
So we're getting there slowly. Hey Poodle, how you doing? How was your weekend? Hope you had a good one. I am working on trying again on the mainframe thing. Redid the math for the bazillionth time. And yeah, I think I'm happy with it this time. I thought I was happy with it before, so we'll have to see how that goes. But I will get this puppy rolling. And I guess I'm glad I have the bed on the inside, because that would just stink to have to go get it on the outside. As long as it doesn't glitch me right through. Osmond, you are nuts. Okay, so I'm going to take off this now. One less chaotic thing. Good weekend. Having a salad right now, researching catering business stuff. Are you looking to hire a caterer, or are you looking to actually be a caterer? Neither of which would surprise me. Neither of which would surprise me. Because you're an amazing individual, and I could totally see you having a catering business. Somehow that just fits in my head. Okay. Nope. Yeah. Okay, so then level 5, I guess. Oh. This gets a little weird. There's the center line. So we've got 2. Okay, and then we've got another one right beside it that goes here. There. And then a gap, so I guess I have to do this. That. And then 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Yeah, truth be told, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, with a lot of your experience when you do things like camp for people, then I could totally see a catering business, you know, because, I mean, you've got some of that history, I guess you could say. Oh, I'm gonna need another, okay. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, this one goes this way. Exactly. Yeah, precisely. I mean, now, my question does become, though, what would be your cuisine of choice? Or food style of choice? I mean, you know, the stereotype instantly becomes, like, home cooking, but they could do so many different things. It doesn't have to be that. Sweet. That would be really neat. Set it up to stream. That would be very neat to see. It's like a modern version. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of I think it's a Canadian actually, so you wouldn't have. But there was a gentleman who used to do an Asian show on TV years ago, and I can't remember what channel it came on, so I don't know how local he was. But the notion was his name was Martin Yan, and the notion was he would do cooking shows, and his concept was initially that Yan can cook. So as if Yan can cook, so can you. And so I just thought that was kind of an interesting twist, but it does seem to make me think that, you know, we'll never ever be able to cook as well as Poodle. That said, you know, if Poodle can do it and we want to give it a try, we probably could muck it up and make something edible out of it too. Right? Pulled pork, sides, freezer to oven meals for busy people, pound cakes, but okay, yeah. So more, as I would say up here, sort of a home cooking kind of thing. I mean, we're not talking like, you know, grandma's meatloaf or something like that. I mean, you could if you wanted to. But yeah, busy meals, you could say busy meals the Southern way. And no, I'm not trying to make any references to Paula Deen because Poodle is very different from Paula Deen, and truth be told, I'd rather deal with Poodle. I'd rather watch Poodle. And I hope this... Oh, yeah, I hope this is gonna work. I don't know, we'll find out. I'm sure you'll have to tweak it. Well, yeah, I mean, you'll probably think of all sorts of tweaks as you go. And what I mean by that is that there'll be different ones that, you know, ways you can do it faster, or ways that your previous recipe could use a modern convenience, like, I don't know, air fryers or Instapots or something or other, you know, or toaster ovens or whatever, to make it more accessible to everybody. But at a catering scale, there'll be some that you'll need to tweak for sure, because it's the, when you're cooking for your family reunion with your 30 cousins and uncles and aunts and everybody, or more, I mean hundreds, you know, you're going to need to scale up. But then there'll probably some good conversations on scaling up and scaling down. Donna setting the building up with a divided front for honor system pickup. Honor system pickup. I've never heard that term before, so I'll be curious to hear what you mean by that. Okay, green. Sorry, green being the next circle I'm looking at is a green one. I know it's tiny in the screen for you guys. We're still into 4s, it looks like. Pardon me. Two. 1. And then a 2 this way. So I will be at this for a very, very, very long time for being able to do all the rings, but hey, we're at 75 now, so we haven't yet quite made up the 88, but we're getting there. And this is at 1 block each, right? So by the time we get out to 32 rings, oh, good lord. It can't be 32 rings. Guess it is. Yeah, by the time we get 32 rings worth, then we should be up quite a ways. So yeah, I guess that's what it's gonna be at. Sure, why not? Products are kept in a warmer or fridge labeled with customer's name, Venmo Q code, and cash box, security camera. Oh, I got it. I got it. I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah, so it's pre-done. I'm assuming you meant QR code, but I'm not sure what a QU code is. But yeah, that's a version that would make sense. Something along those lines. So they basically do a label with their name, then they scan their thing to say, yeah, I'm here to pick it up, and they just take home the one with their name on it. I could see that. That would make some logic sense. 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2. Yep, that makes sense. Pre-orders, exactly. And then you wouldn't have to worry about anything more than a quick stopover to drop off the ones that need to be set in the warmer for the day so that they don't sit there for hours and hours on end to get disgusting. That would be just nasty. Yeah, that would make sense. And then you could easily, shouldn't say easily, but then you could end up doing, what's the word? Like actual cater out of that. That would make sense. So it sounds like you're working on commercial kitchen. Super cool. I don't know why. My head didn't picture you in a commercial kitchen other than, you know, the stuff you were doing at the camps. And yeah, this is actually a really neat expansion of the Poodle experience. So yeah, that suggests then, for amusement's sake, we'd have to fight off the people who would be eating DC barbecue with Poodle sides, right? Oh, I'm gonna get shot for that one, I'm sure. So, when you say storage barn, I'm just silly curious. I don't have much experience with rural storage, but I've always had it in my head that if I ever did get rural storage, or like live on a property that could have it, I'd want one of those. I think they're like half cylinder. I think it's called a Quonset. And yeah, I always had it in my head that I'd get one of those. Why? Just because I thought they were cool. But they're not practical in a lot of ways. And unfortunately, I've tried stuff like that in video games, meaning like that sort of shape, to see if I would actually want something like that in reality. And truth is, no. I would not, after all, because it's not super practical. Cool, yeah, I would love to see that. Don't have my Discord open at the moment, but I certainly will take a look, for sure. For sure. We are at noon, and I started almost on time on a Tuesday. I just got a gazillion circles to do, so do we want another hour of circles, or do we take a break on Tuesday, see who's out there, and let me sleep it off first, and then we'll see who's out there, and see if we want to raid out. That might be not a bad idea, given that I've got a lot of math, and we have a long way to go on this one. So, I'm just taking a quick look. Oh. Borders shown, borders hidden, blah blah blah. Did anybody from our community? No one from the DC community at the moment. Something in my technology just disconnected. That's not good. Okay. I just had a USB disconnection sound, which is disturbing. In any case, there's no one from our community at the moment, but Fantastic Sherlock box is off this week, so I'm thinking maybe I will keep this week a little bit tighter, as much as I can. Tomorrow, I'm just letting you guys know, tomorrow we'll be probably back to the puzzle game Quern. Reason being is not that I don't want to do this, because there's plenty of this to do, but that I'm thinking, let's keep the grindy days not back to back. We'll see. I'm not 100% settled on that, but I'm thinking 2 days a week for sure. Sorry, 2 days a week for sure. I'll be trying to do something Minecraft, and then I would absolutely love to have one day where I do something else. So kind of a whatever type of day. It may be shifting around based on how my head's working out. Like if I had saying, hey, I want to do Minecraft today, then I might do Minecraft. But if it's saying I don't want to do Minecraft, then I might break to something else. But just letting you guys know in advance, I will try to figure out what's going on with those. No guarantees. But yeah, all that to say, I think we've got a good opportunity to break. Now let's see, as I said, let's see who's out there. Mickey's been up only for about 3 hours. Groova's up, actually. We haven't been to Groova. I think we did once last week, but I think we were not playing Minecraft at the time. So let's head on over to Groova. He's only been up about half an hour, so I think he'll stay pretty chill. He's doing truly bedrock, water, and sand and stuff. So, yeah, so I think that's probably a good place to go to give everybody a bit of a break. Alrighty. That said, I hope you guys had a great day, passable day, and we will improve ourselves on this fairly soon, hopefully. And now that we've got the lineup, oops, turn that one on. Oh well, it's fine. So now that we've got the lineup going, I can turn those off. There we go. I can say for sure and for certain yeah, these bowls, we'll just keep building them and building them and building them and then work out of that. I don't think I'm going to backfill, so we're going to have to do an awful lot of lighting up, but because it's going to be contained inside a cylindrical wall, then I don't care. And so I will probably just torch spam. It's cheap, it's easy, and I can make them out of charcoal if we want to. So yeah, there we go. We have some plan. Sort of, maybe. I thought we had a plan last week, or 2 weeks ago, whenever we did this before. But this seems to be more laid out in a way that my brain is understanding, so we're gonna go with it. Okay? So off to the Garuva. Before the music starts to get to me. Where are we here? Find the button. There we are. So, yeah. It's just the first part of the week. Little spacey. Mischief is going to manage me very well as we go. So thanks everybody for hanging out and for watching. Yeah, this has been Delenn. And next stream, nobody knows. Streaming undecided. Oh, undecided as yet. Gotcha. Topics undecided as yet. Interesting. I thought it was supposed to be determined, but that's okay. Thank you, Jerry May, for spending your clue for today. Thank you, Fantastic Shark Fox, for dropping in and being our moderator from abroad while on the go. Also, thanks to Tare for coming in, and for Lass for dropping by, and Poodle Pilot for hanging out and telling us about her amazing business. I hope to be able to catch you soon, Poodle. No guarantees, but I've been trying to watch for your streams. It just always seems to be in the middle of something else, but we'll keep hanging out as much as we can. So we're off to see Garuva. Hang on to your hats. Have a wonderful day, and bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.